Look down at your feet right now. Go ahead. What if I told you that your body has been desperately trying to warn you about a deadly disease, and you have been ignoring the signals every single day? Most guys think you only discover high blood sugar in a doctor's office. You get blood work done, the doctor walks in with a clipboard, and suddenly you are handed a diabetes diagnosis. But that is a lie. The truth is, your body starts throwing up massive red flags months, sometimes years, before any lab result catches it. And the very first place your body sounds the alarm? Your feet. Welcome to the Men's Wellness Blueprint. Today, we are talking about the silent killer that millions of men are walking around with right now. Guys are notorious for ignoring pain. We tough it out. We take an ibuprofen, we lace up our boots, and we get to work. But ignoring the 9 signs I am about to show you will cost you your health, your mobility, and potentially your life. 1 in 5 men with diabetes do not even know they have it. That is millions of guys quietly destroying their nerves, their kidneys, and their vision, all while writing off the symptoms as just getting older. Today, we are giving you the blueprint to catch it early. I am going to reveal the 9 warning signs already visible on the feet of millions of men. I will tell you what is actually happening inside your body and exactly what you need to do to fix it. Let's get straight into it. Sign number 1. Tingling and numbness. You know the feeling, that pins and needles sensation. Most guys just brush it off. You say, "My foot just fell asleep," or "I was sitting weird." And sure, that happens to everyone sometimes. But if your feet are regularly going numb or tingling without a clear reason, you are in the danger zone. Medical science calls this peripheral neuropathy. It is one of the earliest signs that your blood sugar has been secretly elevated. Think of the nerves in your legs like electrical wires. Every wire has a plastic coating to protect it. That coating allows the signal to travel cleanly from your brain to your toes. When your blood sugar stays high, it acts like battery acid, slowly eating through that protective coating. The wire still works for a while, but the signals start getting fuzzy. That fuzziness is the tingling you feel. Right now, millions of men are feeling this and writing it off. Do not be one of them. The blueprint action. Start walking for 20 to 30 minutes every single day. Movement forces fresh blood down to your feet, which protects those nerve endings. And cut the added sugar from your diet immediately. Sign number 2. This one drives men crazy because it hits you when you are alone, lying in bed, trying to sleep. It is a burning sensation in the soles of your feet. You might blame it on standing all day or wearing heavy work boots. But when your feet literally feel like they are on fire at night, your nervous system is sounding a massive alarm. Here is what is actually happening. The nerves in your feet are damaged by excess blood sugar, and they are misfiring. They are sending incorrect signals to your brain. Your brain receives a heat message, even though nothing hot is touching you. Think of it like a fire alarm with a broken sensor. The house is not on fire, but the alarm is screaming anyway. The burning is not coming from the outside. It is coming from dying nerve tissue inside your foot, crying out for help. The blueprint action. Drink at least 8 large glasses of water a day to help your kidneys flush out excess glucose. And add heavy fiber to your meals, like oats and beans, to slow down sugar absorption. Sign number 3 is where this stops being annoying and starts becoming incredibly dangerous. A wound or a blister that refuses to heal. You get a little cut from your shoe. 3 weeks go by and it is still there. Most small wounds heal on their own, but not when your blood sugar is out of control. When glucose is consistently high, the tiny blood vessels in your feet begin to stiffen and narrow. This means oxygen, white blood cells, and the nutrients required to repair your skin simply cannot reach the wound. Imagine trying to water your lawn, but there is a massive kink in the hose. The water is there, but it is not reaching the grass. That is what high blood sugar does to your circulation. An open wound that will not close is a severe infection waiting to happen. Diabetic foot ulcers are the leading cause of amputations. Almost all of them start as a tiny cut that a guy decided to ignore. The blueprint action. Check your feet tonight. Look between every toe. If you have a cut that has not healed in 48 hours, call your doctor. Do not play tough guy with this. Sign number 4 is hiding in plain sight. Skin discoloration around the ankles. Guys see their ankles turning a dark reddish or brownish color, and they assume it is a tan or sun damage or just dirt. It is not. Your feet are at the very end of the longest blood delivery route in your body. When high blood sugar damages your vessels, the deliveries of fresh, oxygenated blood stop arriving. Starved of oxygen, the tissue begins to die slowly, and the skin changes color, turns deep red, dark brown, or even takes on a bluish tint. This is a visible distress signal. The skin is literally suffocating. The blueprint action. Do 5 minutes of ankle circles and calf stretches every morning before you leave the bedroom. Force the blood down into those extremities. I want to pause right here. We have covered 4 signs, and we have 5 more critical warnings to go. Have you noticed any of these signs on yourself or maybe on your father or your brother? If you have, go down to the comments right now and type the word yes. Here at the Men's Wellness Blueprint, we are building a brotherhood of men who take their health seriously. If you are getting value out of this, hit the subscribe button. Takes 1 second, but it guarantees you never miss the hard science you need to bulletproof your body. Let's get back to the blueprint. Sign number 5. Deeply cracked heels. I know what you are thinking. It is just dry skin. I have had it for years. And yes, dry skin is common. But when your heels are cracking so deeply that they bleed, and no amount of lotion fixes it, you are not dealing with a skin problem. You are dealing with a nerve problem. Diabetes destroys your autonomic nerves. These are the nerves that control automatic functions, like sweating and moisturizing your skin. When these nerves die, your feet lose their ability to hydrate themselves from the inside out. Think of your skin like a brick wall. When the nerves fail, the mortar between the bricks crumbles. The wall cracks open, and those deep cracks become open doors for severe bacterial infections. The blueprint action. Moisturize your heels every night with pure coconut oil, but never put it between your toes, as that breeds fungal infections. Sign number 6. Consistent swelling in the feet and ankles. If you take your socks off at night and they leave deep, visible indentations in your skin, pay attention. High blood sugar doesn't just attack your feet. It attacks your kidneys. Your kidneys are your body's filtration system. When years of high glucose damage those filters, the system backs up. Excess fluid has nowhere to go but down. Gravity pulls it into your ankles. This is called edema. If you press your thumb into your swollen ankle and the dent stays there for a few seconds, your kidneys are under massive stress. The blueprint action. Elevate your feet above your heart when you sit on the couch at night, and aggressively cut your sodium intake. Salt forces your body to hold on to water, making the swelling much worse. Sign number 7 is the one most commonly misdiagnosed by men. Sharp, shooting, electric pain in the foot. A guy feels a stabbing pain in his foot, assumes it is an old sports injury, and starts popping ibuprofen like candy. But ibuprofen does absolutely nothing for this. When nerves are damaged by blood sugar, they do not always go numb. Sometimes they become hyperactive. They start firing random, intense shockwaves of pain to your brain. Think of a car alarm that gets damaged in a fender bender. Every 10 minutes, it starts screaming for absolutely no reason. Nobody is stealing the car. The alarm is just broken. Taking painkillers for this just masks a desperate signal your body is trying to send you. The blueprint action. Give your feet a firm, 3-minute massage every night to stimulate blood flow, and stop relying on painkillers to hide the problem. Sign number 8. Chronically cold feet. And I do not mean your feet get cold in the winter. I mean your feet are freezing in the middle of July. They are cold under 3 blankets. They are cold when the rest of your body is sweating. This means your blood vessels have narrowed so severely that warm blood simply cannot reach your toes. It is called peripheral artery disease. Your blood vessels are like the heating pipes in a house. When the pipes get clogged with damage, the heat never makes it to the furthest room. The room stays freezing no matter how high you turn up the furnace. The blueprint action, you need cardiovascular exercise. A heavy, purposeful, 30-minute walk every day will force those blood vessels to dilate and adapt, pushing warm blood back into your extremities. Sign number 9. This is the one that almost nobody talks about, but once you know it, you will never unsee it. Hair loss on your toes and lower legs. Look down at your shins and your toes. Is there a clear, distinct line where the hair just stops growing? Hair follicles require a massive, steady supply of oxygen and blood to survive. When your circulation is choked off by years of elevated blood sugar, those hair follicles suffocate and die. It is a quiet, painless sign, but a lack of hair on your lower legs is a massive red flag for vascular damage. We have covered 9 signs today. 9 chances for you to catch this before it ruins your life. It is brutal watching a guy find out he has severe diabetes, only to realize his body had been showing him these exact signs for 2 years. He just didn't know what to look for. Well, now you know. So here is your final blueprint action for today. Tonight, before you go to sleep, take 30 seconds. Look at your feet. Look at the color, feel for the temperature, check for hair loss, and look for any cuts. 30 seconds. If you see any of these signs, do not wait. Schedule a fasting blood glucose test this week. It is a cheap, simple test that can change the entire trajectory of your life. You have worked entirely too hard to build your life. Do not let something as manageable as blood sugar take away your strength and your mobility. If this video opened your eyes, share it. Send it to a brother, a father, or a friend who needs to hear this hard truth. Subscribe to the Men's Wellness Blueprint. We post high-level, science-backed strategies every week to keep you operating at your peak. Take control of your health. Build your blueprint, and I will see you in the next video.